So I just got out of jujitsu. I'm really hungry. I'm about to pound this ribeye right here. When it comes to seasoning, for me, I'm just going to use pink Himalayan salt. My diet is really low carb, so it makes it really important that I actually consume a lot more salt than the average. All right, let's check out what we got here for lunch. Got that New York strip. Got it for a steal at $13.65 a pound for some grass-fed New York strip. Got the ribeye down to $16.25 a pound. Just an absolute steal. Something I've been loving about Sprouts is their grass-fed beef is actually extremely good as far as like taste and quality goes. And frequently you can find these manager specials when these bad boys are about to go out of date. So really a steal for those two steaks right there. Those are going to be good. So I'm sweating out a lot of sodium. So I want to replenish. Some people are going to add black pepper if they want. With the New York strip steak, you have a little bit more leeway, I think, with seasonings. But anything other than salt and pepper on a ribeye is just sacrilegious in my opinion. So I'm just going to throw salt on both of them, have the ribeye for lunch right now, and have this New York strip for dinner time. And I mean, look at these steaks, guys. That New York strip is actually gorgeous. Ribeye, I've seen better. Typically with the ribeye, you see this part on the end here. That's called the cap. That's one of the most tender parts of the ribeye. So in my opinion, the bigger the cap, the better the ribeye. So I'm always like eyeballing what ribeye has the biggest and nicest looking cap. But other than that, these are both going to be delicious steaks. All right, guys, it's time to fire up the Traeger. I'm going to preheat this bad boy to 225. With steaks that thick, what we're going to do is we're going to smoke them at 225. I have the super smoke mode on my Traeger, and then we're going to go ahead and pull them off after about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to crank this bad boy up to 500 and then just sear both sides real quick, about a minute to a minute and 30 seconds each side. So all right, guys, these steaks turned out really good. Let those rest and we'll eat them in a bit. All right, let's dig into these things. So, God, I'm so hungry. I couldn't wait to get into this ribeye. Very well cooked. Mm. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Sprouts. Their grass-fed meat is pretty damn good. Can't wait to try that cap. Mm. Mm. So these are going to be two of the best cuts of steak. I think across the board with most meat eaters, they would agree on that. Um, New York strip is all right. I do prefer the T-bone, which also comes with the strip and the fillet on the other side. Better if you can find a porterhouse, which is basically a larger T-bone. But these meats are really good. You can never go wrong. If you're balling on a budget, these are not going to be the way to go carnivore wise. But if you can get into Sprouts and you can find some of those managers specials, feel free to indulge in some of these cuts from time to time. Thank you guys for joining me here, and I'm going to just finish up this steak now.